This is Virgil Ortiz, and you're watching REED-BBS.
REED-BBS. BBS. So, two things can be true simultaneously, right? Two things can be true simultaneously in boxing. You can think highly of a fighter. You can proclaim, you can anoint him the next this or that. And then the motherfucker can have a shitty performance. You can run to the hills screaming the motherfucker's name, telling the world, gather round. Shakur Stevenson coming to town, y'all. Me personally, I encouraged everyone I could, non-boxing people, to watch Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos. You know, after that Ravens-Bengals game you watching, after Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow, hey man, check out the next great fighter, Shakur Stevenson. I said all that, and in no two ways about it, Shakur Stevenson shat the bed. He shat the bed. In the process, he became champion in his third weight class, featherweight, super featherweight, and the new WBC lightweight champion of the world. This ain't one for the Shakur archives. It's like that. This ain't one for the Shakur archives, clearly. This is one of the worst Shakur fights I've ever seen. Possibly the worst Shakur Stevenson fight I've ever seen. It's on the list. But the thing is, his last 4 or 5 bouts, they were all considerably more fan-friendly than this. Yoshino, Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez. I mean, even the Nakafila fight, which I'm hearing a lot about now because he also had good power coming in. Hell, Shakur dropped him in that fight. So this one here, I don't know. In his own words, Shakur said, I had a bad performance tonight. That's all I'm really focused on. I wasn't feeling too good, so I'll live with it. It's okay. I came here and got the victory, and that's all I wanted to do. They tried to press him. He said, I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel good before the fight. Honestly, I had already told myself that if I feel like this in the ring, and if it's not going well, I'm going to make sure that I box and get the victory. So, I mean, yeah, you know. He didn't mince words, and that's one thing I love about Shakur. I've said it in all my videos. He names names. He tells you where the dead bodies is buried, so to speak. He doesn't mince words. He calls a spade, and he's calling himself a spade. He's keeping that same energy. But let's not act and pretend De Los Santos was trying to engage for most or even any appreciable stretch of the fight, because he wasn't. De Los Santos certainly wasn't fighting like a motherfucker with 14 KOs and 16 wins. He certainly wasn't fighting like a motherfucker in the biggest fight of his life. Instead, De Los Santos fought with the urgency of a motherfucker who'd already cashed the biggest fight check of his career. Let's keep it all the way a buck now. De Los Santos talked his way into this, boasted of being ducked by Shakur. I'm the danger. He's Shakira Twitterson. Blah, blah, blah. Even said after the fight, we all know what happened. He came for a track meet. He didn't come to fight. I showed that I'm on a higher level because he never stood and fought like he does with other fighters. I did my job. He came to survive. That's what he did. They gifted him the title, but I'm the people's champion. Yeah, okay, dude. I even saw De Los Santos stopping doing selfies with people and shit. Like he's, you know, moral victory like a motherfucker. Applause on your moral victory, bro. But the thing about it is, again, he didn't press the action. He didn't fight like a motherfucker with 14 KOs and 16 wins. Like he knew he could tear his fucking head off. Let's get to the punch stats. So Santos, De Los Santos, all that shit talk, the people's champ, so to speak, landed 40 punches total. 40. That's the fewest landed punches in 12-round fight in the history of CompuBox. Yeah, you made history last night, motherfucker. We talking single-digit connects in every round for both men. Shakur landed 19 power shots. De Los Santos landed 14 in 12 rounds. All the rest were jabs. 21 landed left hands from Shakur, who's a southpaw. 21 landed left hands from the southpaw Shakur. That's less than 2 landed shots with his power hand per round the entire fucking bout. I mean, it's so bad, it's funny. Like, goddamn. Boxing ain't a number sport, never has been, never will be, per se. But goddamn. Shit, in this case, the numbers hurt worse than any of the punches did. But again, please, share some of this backlash with De Los Santos. La Granada. Them Granadas didn't detonate last night, motherfucker. He contributed to this. In my pre-fight video, I even credited De Los Santos' commitment to his power and, more importantly, to delivering that power. But it's not like he sold out. He wasn't wildly attacking Shakur like a Henry Armstrong or Aaron Pryor. Nah. De Los Santos was a willing participant in the fuckery. He was. Not one of them dudes. It's sometimes there's excuses, sometimes there's reasons. You know, every excuse ain't a reason, every reason ain't an excuse. With that, Shakur, he was apologetic to fans, to media, to Floyd, to Bud, and to Andre Ward afterwards. I can't say I've seen worse body language from a guy winning a world title. Thus, the cover page of this video. And with that, there was nothing controversial about the decision, but yet Shakur was bummed as fuck afterwards, you know. Scores was 115, 113, 116, 112, two times. Shakur said, I'm not going to make excuses. I talk so much shit, I got to eat it. Don't give me no credit. I don't want no credit. I'm not accepting this performance. But low-key, in other interviews, it was mentioned that he'd been training since April the 8th. Okay, it's fucking damn near Thanksgiving. You've been training since April 8th, bruh. Mark Kriegel had low-key mentioned a possible hand issue, which could get to why he underutilized his power hand, his left hand, so much. Shakur said he showed a wrinkle in his game, and now maybe guys will be more willing to fight him, which of course brings me to the Devin Haney quote, talking about he should have, on Twitter, he should have offered Shakur 10% instead of the 25% that he offered. Then he, of course, accused Shakur of clout chasing. I mean, it's like that. That's where we are right now for the moment. Because unlike the NFL or the NBA, see, in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys could get shit kicked by the San Francisco 49ers and then come back the next fucking week, 7 days later or less, have another game, and all is corrected. All the world's ills have been rectified, you know. Cancer and the common cold has been cured now because the Cowboys won again. Or in the NBA, hell, they playing every day or every other day. Anthony Davis can look shitty on Wednesday, and by Friday, no one cares or remembers how bad he looked Wednesday. In boxing, you got to sit on that L or that bad performance. Hell, it'll be just guessing, but it'll be March or April of 2024 before we see Shakur in the ring again. So in boxing, it's like Eminem said, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Can't miss that chance, man. Them opportunities, they come more than once in a lifetime in boxing, but they're spread so far apart. You got to maximize each one. Shakur did not maximize his opportunity. The bulk of the blame goes to him because he was the face of this promotion. We all showed up to see him perform. And what he gave us wasn't one for the archives. It just wasn't. Not gonna miss words, not gonna beat around that bush. I'm gonna always keep it a buck with you. REED-BBS. BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television. Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.